two poles of height 18 meters and 7 meters are erected on the ground. A wire of length 22 meters is tied to the top of the poles. Find the angle made by the wire with the horizontal. Now let's try and understand what we need to draw. The very first statement says that there are two poles. One is of height 18 meter and the other one is of height 7 meters. These are the two poles which are given to us. And they say that both the poles are erected on the ground. That means they are perpendicular to the ground. The next statement says a wire of length 22 meters is tied to the top of the poles. The top of one pole is A, the top of the other pole is C. So connecting this, there is a wire. That means we are talking about AC. And the length of this wire is given as 22 meters. So this is the information which we have. The question says we have to find the angle made by the wire with the horizontal. Now that means we have to find the angle made by AC with the horizontal. Now the question is we can create that horizontal at 2 points. It can be at point A or it can be at point C. If we create an horizontal at point A, it would be like this, a line parallel to the base, that is BD. Or we can create it at C, right? Now if we create it at C, obviously it is CE which is going to be perpendicular to AB at point D. We can consider any one. Let's say we consider the horizontal at point C for this particular sum. So what we need to find is the angle made by AC with CE. That means we are supposed to find the measure of angle ACE. Now that's the question. That's what we were supposed to draw. We've drawn it. Now we need to write the description. Let's write the description now. Now if you look in the figure, AB and CD, these are the two poles. They are the heights of the two poles. So we write that. Next information what we have is, we have about AC. What is AC? AC represents the length of the wire. And we know the length of that wire is given to us as 22 meter. Right? And we have to find the angle. What is the angle we need to find? That is angle ACE. And this is the angle made by the wire with the horizontal. And this is the information which we have. We need to find AC. How are we going to do that? Let's understand. If you look at the given information carefully, look at that quadrilateral EBDC. In that quadrilateral, we'll have three angles to be 90. So obviously the fourth angle is 90. That means this quadrilateral is actually a rectangle. And if it is a rectangle, that means the opposite sides are equal in length. That means we can say that CD and EB both are equal and they are equal to 7 meter. This is what we have. So once this is done, now let's say this 7 will help us with some other information. Yes, because if you see the given, we have the length of AB. And if you look at AB, AB is nothing but it is made up of two segments, AE and EB. Right, so we can say AE plus EB is equal to AB, and in here we know the length of AB and the length of EB. Let's substitute that. So AE remains as it is. EB we know is 7, and we know the length of AB is known to us as 18. So from here we get the length of AE as 11 meter. So this is one information which we obtained from the given information. Easy. So we got the length of AE. Now we are supposed to find the value, the measure of that angle AC. Now that angle AC belongs to a right angle triangle AC. So observe, focus on that right angle triangle. In that right angle triangle, we want that acute angle ACE. So observe that angle ACE. Now for that angle, observe which side is given to us. Which are the sides given to us? We have the length of AE, which is the opposite side. And we have the length of the hypotenuse there, which is AC. So we are talking about a ratio which will involve the opposite side and the hypotenuse, and that ratio is nothing but it is sine. So we are talking about sine ratio. So we want the sine ratio. We are going to use sine for that particular angle, that is angle ACE. So we write sine of C is equal to opposite side, that is AE, upon the hypotenuse, that is AC. Now we don't know the value of C. That is what we are supposed to find. So keep the left hand side as it is. Now sine C remains as it is. But what's the value of AE? The value of AE is known to us as 11. And the value of AC is known to us as 22. That is given to us. So we write that. So now we solve it further. So we write sine C is equal to, when you solve it further, when you reduce that fraction, we get 1 upon 2. So we got sine of C is equal to 1 upon 2. The next thing is, but when you look at that trigonometric table, sine of which angle is half? We know that sine of 30 is half. So we can write sine of 30 is half. Now when you look at those two statements, the previous statement and this particular statement, you know that the right hand sides are equal. So the left hand sides would be equal. That means we can say that from these two statements, sine C is equal to sine 30. Now sine of C is equal to sine of 30. from this we come to a conclusion. We come to know that means that angle C is equal to 30 degrees. So we get C is equal to 30 degrees. That means we can say therefore the angle made by the wire with the horizontal is 30 degrees, and that's the sum. It's a very important sum. Easy, right?